If you already know the basics of a box and whisker plot, what we're going to do next is going to be an example on how to actually create a box and whisker plot. If you want an overview of what a box and whisker plot is, I'm going to put the link to the video where I gave you an overview of the box and whisker plot below so that you can watch that first. So here it says to use your GDC. GDC is graphic display calculator. We're not going to do it with the calculator just now. We're going to do it by hand to find what's called the 5-number summary. The 5-number summary is basically your minimum value, lower quartile, median, third quartile, and the maximum value. And that is what we need in order for us to draw a box and whisker plot. So it's the minimum, the first quartile, the median, third quartile, and the max. And just in case you're wondering, the median is the second quartile. Okay, so what we have to do first before I do anything else is that we have to organize the data in increasing order. It actually doesn't matter if we organize it in increasing or decreasing to find the median, but because I want to find lower quartile, upper quartile, minimum, and the maximum, I do want to organize the data in ascending order. And that just means from smallest to largest value. So we're going to start by writing down the smallest number. The smallest number right now is 35. As I write it down, I'm going to cross it out. Then 43, 46, 47, and so on. Okay, so on your screen, you're going to see that I've gone ahead and put all the numbers in order from smallest to largest. Notice that if there were any numbers that were repeated, I went ahead and wrote them twice. Okay, you can't just write them one time. Also, take the time to double check how many numbers you started with in the first place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then check that you also have 23 numbers written down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Very tedious, but you don't want to make a mistake. So the way we're going to create our box and whisker plot is to first determine the middle of the entire data. We're going to figure out the median. There are 23 numbers in our data set. That means there is a true middle value, okay? So if I take 23, which is my total, and I divide that by 2, I get 11.5. That tells me the 12th value is going to be my middle value. And I know some of you like to cross things out from the front, from the back. That drives me insane. But the whole point is for you to figure out what that 12th middle value is going to be. So right now, let's go count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means that 63 is going to be my median. So 63 is the median. Now I'm going to look to its left and to its right. Remember that this is the 12th value. That means there are 11 values to the left and 11 values to the right of the median. So from the 11 numbers that are on the left, if I do the same thing, 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. That means that my 6th value is going to be my middle of the left side, or my first quartile. So I'm going to find now that 6th value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so that 51 is going to be my middle of the left-hand side, or my lower quartile. And so if you were to count, you would have 5 numbers to the left of 51, 5 numbers to the right of 51, not including the median, of course. And I'm going to do the same thing on the right-hand side. I'm going to locate that 6th value. Remember, the 63 is smack in the middle. Therefore, I'm looking to the left at the 6th value, and I'm looking to the right at the 6th value. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 76 is going to be the middle of the right-hand side, or the third quartile. So for the 76, I have 5 numbers to its left and 5 numbers to its right. It didn't all fit in one line, so it looks a little weird, but there are 5 numbers after the number 76. And last but not least, we know the minimum is going to be 35, and the max is going to be 89. So that is going to be my 5-number summary. When you write down the 5-number summary, there's no need for you to separate the numbers with a parentheses or with a comma or anything like that. All you do is write the numbers and leave a little bit of space in between them. So I'm going to write 35, 51, 63, 76, and 89, and that is what is referred to as the 5-number summary. Once we have the 5-number summary, we're able to create our graph. So I'm going to create a number line. So I'm going to go 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And I try to space them out as evenly as possible. On the exam, they will probably give you graph paper, so it's easier for you to space them out consistently. For now, we're just going to do our best. So I'm going to start by creating the box first. So the box is going to go from the lower quartile 51 to the third quartile 76. So 51 to 76. Here's my box. I connect them. The box has to exist above the number line. Don't put it through the number line. It's going to get marked wrong. It has to exist above the number line. How far above doesn't really matter. Just use your judgment. And then the median is 63. So I put a line at 63. And then I'm going to draw the whiskers towards 89, which is the maximum. And then towards the minimum, which is 35. Notice how the whiskers come basically from the middle of the box. And there you go. That is how you create a box and whisker plot.